Hamza from the UK.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So, Sheikh, my question is, in England, the time for Salatul Isha is very late. It starts at around 11:45, and the time of Fajr starts at 3 a.m. One of the issues I have is praying Fajr, so I try to stay awake until 3 a.m. But most of the masjids in my area, they follow the 18-degree opinion, and they say that Fajr starts at 3. But there is one masjid which follows the 15-degree opinion, and they say that Fajr starts at 1:15. I know that the 18-degree opinion is more correct, but is it permissible in the summer for me to follow the 15-degree earlier Fajr time? Jazakallah.
Wajazakum. Praying Fajr at 1:15 is illogical when sunrise is 4 or 5 hours later. This doesn't make any sense. However, alhamdulillah, you have the option of looking for a masjid that delays Fajr according to the Hanafi school of thought, and they pray it like half an hour before sunrise. And that would give you a sufficient amount of time to sleep. And also you have the option, again, to combine Isha with Maghrib. So you pray Isha after concluding your Maghrib prayer at 9:30, for example, whenever the sunset is in your region. And then you go to bed. So that would enable you to have a good 5 to 6 hours sleep, inshallah. Yahya from Morocco.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, what's the ruling on changing evil with your hand? For example, if I find a machine of my brother in the house of the family, should I draw it or break it? Or of course, I don't have the authority. Or if someone borrow me something that use it in evil and use it in bad, but the person who borrow me that things, use it only for bad. Should I return it to it or no?
First of all, Akhi, the Prophet ﷺ had set 3 categories. 1, to change the evil with your hand. If you can't, then change it with speaking and rhetoric. If you can't, then change it with your heart, and this is the least amount of Iman. Which means that people differ. So imagine if everyone took the law into their own hands. We would be living in a jungle. And this, what you're talking about, is exactly what the Khawarij do. It's one of their treats. They change with the hand when they're not allowed to. So, breaking a statue when you see one, when you're not a messenger or a prophet, nor you are a ruler, nor you have authority over that statue or who owns it, such as a parent or a spouse. If this is the case, it is not permissible for you to change it with the hand. Similarly, if someone lent you their AirPods, and you know that they listen to music, and you used it to listen to the Quran, now it's time to bring it back. You refuse. In Islam, you're a thief. And the Makhzumiyah, at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, who stole, and he ruled that her hand would be amputated as a punishment, a prescribed punishment. Usama ibn Zayd, may Allah be pleased with him, and with his father, came to intercede. The narrators of the hadith say that she used to borrow things and not return them. So that's why the Prophet ruled that she would be punished with such a punishment, as mentioned in the Quran, in Surah Al-Ma'idah. Therefore, it's not up to you. You borrowed something, you return it back. They use it in haram, they use it in halal. You're not their mother. So changing the evil with your hand when you don't have the authority is a treat of the Khawarij, and it's not permissible.